Hey y'all, this is T with the Way of the Word. I'm sitting here washing clothes in a laundromat like a good American should. Anyhow, I was listening to American Soldier on the radio while they're washing, and a download come to me. And this download is going to be about a masculine. This is a married man who has like two or three children. I am seeing a little boy with blondish color hair right here. I don't know, the ages 2 to 5 or something. Anyhow, I'm seeing this masculine right here. He either owns or he's working very hard to own a very nice house, and it's like the brown siding to this house. And whoever I'm speaking to, you have your porch just redid. The front porch has just been redone. There may even be a ceiling fan or something on the top inside the porch. It's a very nice house. The message that needs to come, Jason, Jake, there's so many J's all the time in my messages right here. 14th, 13th. The woman that you're dealing with outside of your marriage is going to wind up telling on you. Okay, and the only reason why I'm telling you this right here is because it come to me that you're actually a pretty good dude. You're working very hard. Uh, your wife doesn't work. Um, and the more you work, it's like the more the government takes, and it's more the wife is upset with you about it. I feel that there's a lot of friction and a lot of arguments and controversy in your home, and this is what has you stepping outside of your marriage. Okay? The biggest thing with that is that you've got to understand you're going to get back what you're putting out. When you are binded in a contract in the eyes of God, even though the marriage is difficult, because I feel that your wife is extremely narcissistic, but you knew that when you married her. For some of y'all, you married her because she got pregnant, okay? And for others, you wished you hadn't have done it, right? But you did. So it's coming toward me to get the message out that you need to shut off this third party situation. If you don't, by the 22nd, your wife is going to know about it. And she is, okay? I'm not particularly getting a month. It could be this month or it could be in 3 months, but by the 22nd, this other woman is going to find your wife somehow, and she's going to tell her. Okay? And the only reason why is because the third party woman that you're dealing with, you're doing that out of escapism, right? Because when you go home and you're working so hard and you're taking care of your children and you're taking care of your wife, it's always nagging, it's always bitching, it's always just that's what I keep hearing. Justin, mm. um, that's what I keep hearing, and you're doing the adultery when you're at work, so you must own a business, or you're working in a place, maybe a corporation, manufacturing or something like that, and this woman maybe the third party may be working there also. You're not doing this at night. This is going on during the day. For some of you, you go to church, and when you leave church, Wednesdays, I'm picking up. When you leave church, you go and see your third party lady. Okay? So you got to understand that God sees all, right? And the biggest message, I believe, the 14th, 11th, 13th, January 12th, you may own a camper, black truck, The biggest thing that I'm needing to say right here is that to step outside of a marriage, okay, so you can do that, but going to church, leaving church and going to your third party is sort of a mockery, okay? And even though that you're thinking things are in the shadows and everything, you have to understand that everything done in the dark comes to light. Okay, you're dealing with a third party who is in love with you. You have found a woman who is bonding. It's a trauma bond right here. This is someone who is desperately seeking love, attention, and affection. And you have manifested someone seeking love, attention, and affection. And the only reason why you manifest it is because at home your wife is bitching and nagging and she don't understand what can't be paid or why this is happening. When it's like you constantly climbing on the top and the government's pulling you down. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. There's some way that you're going to have to understand that, or your wife is going to have to understand it. I really don't know the conflict of what your wife's problem is, uh, but it's a greedy energy. Maybe y'all got together on materialistic bases or something, uh, and you're starting to go through an awakening or a transformation because you're realizing, why did I marry this woman? Uh, because she had a lot of things or money back then and you did too or something, and y'all sort of got together love of money. It wasn't love of God or anything like that. Okay, it was what somebody could get from somebody. Now whether that's what you could get from her or she could get from you, now you're in an awakening stage and you're going to hit some dark night of the soul and it's going to smack you in your face. Okay, and I'm telling you this now. 1972, 1968, 1974, the color blue. This is someone that could be living in the South or likes to go down to the South, maybe to the beach or something like that all the time. Uh, you know, you, the biggest thing is to refrain from stepping out of your marriage at this time. If you're unhappy, if you're unhappy, then go ahead and file these separation papers, because for some of y'all, if you got married because of children, they're not happy either. Okay, there's no need in staying together when you're not happy, because God's not going to condone that. It's not like you're going to get chastised or whatever it is because you want a divorce. You're already cheating, and you're going to church, and you're leaving church, and you're cheating, right? So you are messing with fire. Do you understand? Because if you don't stop and seek repentance through Jesus, things are going to come towards you that you're not going to expect by the 22nd. Okay? Because, and the reason why there's some people that get away with it and some people don't is because the people who don't get away with it has a bigger purpose. Okay? And you have to go back and look at why you got married in the first place. Some of y'all even need to go back and look of your upbringing and why you felt the need to marry somebody who was materialistic. Was it because you didn't have the things that others had as growing up as a child? What was this issue? Okay, because you're going to need to heal it and you're going to need to clean your act up. Okay, because this I'm seeing is catastrophic. I'm seeing a loss of home, a loss of stability, a loss of job, a loss of communion, all because of a third party that you chose because we couldn't sit and talk to the wife, or we made bad decisions when we got married. Okay, I hope that this helps somebody. Uh, anyway, make sure that you check me out on YouTube at The Way of the Word, and we'll talk soon.